One, let me in. Okay. Uh, Okay. I'll share the screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last class we have discussed about hierarchies and even we have looked into the hierarchy manager.
Yeah.
So here we can search the records, whatever it may be. So it displays the name begins with the R. Like this, like we can see the hierarchical structure of an data, how these Mahesh is being related within the organization.
Yeah.
Okay. So here there are some options are there. We can add the entities. Okay. We can add relationship, those things. Okay. Let me add type. So I wanted to add a lead, one more lead. Okay. Contact some number and email ID. Okay, one entity has been added. If you check at the database level, it might got reflected. What is that? Okay.
Okay.
This entry has been added. Now we have to add some child entries, those things. Okay. Child entry is nothing but like, so we have to add one relationship to this. Now we have added lead. Okay. So we can add this lead to this manager. Let's see. Parent FK, party FK. Let's see. What is this parent FK? We will search with row ID object. Row ID object 1. And child is our lead, right? So a new record 20,001, right?
Yeah.
20,001. We have added. Now we have to add the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy and rel type. Okay. Parent is manager of. Okay. And row ID object is not needed. Type is lead of is managed. I want is manager of, okay, parent is search. Hierarchy this and employee is manager of. Okay, match is found. Okay, there is no entry relationship, right? Sorry, I have to add the relationship. Now I'm searching the relationship. I'll add here. I'll select this and okay. So I have to add. Sorry, this is add relationship between entity. So here I'll do search. One more the ready object. Okay. So now I have selected two records are there. Okay. So here and now what I have to do, I will add the entry here. I'll add employee is manager of Nanda. It is showing only one entry. Let me search one more. Here we are searching the relationship 20,001. No matches found. Okay. Yes, cancel. Mahesh, entities, how it is related. And- Okay. Sorry, I have selected wrong. Here I have selected this one. So now if I select this one, I can add the relationship. Where is this? Entities cannot be added. And then what I will do? Search result. Something happened. Mahesh lead is manager of store date and that's okay. What happened to this?
Wait, can you give me 5 minutes? I'll be back to
Okay,
you.
okay. Okay, sure.
Wait, I'm back.
Okay. So here we have added the entity, right? Okay.
Okay.
New entity.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So now we have to add the relationship. So we have to add relationship. So to add relationship, we should need one parent entity, right?
Okay.
So so that like we have to assign the parent entities. First, we'll select the parent entity over here. Okay? Select. So we have added parent entity over here. Okay.
Okay.
So now we will select and click the plus symbol. So here Nanda is manager, Venkat is design lead. Okay. Venkat designation is lead.
Mm.
So relationship.
Okay.
Nanda is manager of. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Even we can provide start date, end date. Okay. We can provide start date as today's date and end date. It could be anything. Click OK. You'll see one relationship will get added at the relationship table level. Okay. Now we'll check at the relationship table level. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Back into 7. Yeah.
And if you want to see like fetch many hubs, you will see one more.
Lead. Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to assign, we can assign the child also. Here we'll create, we'll clear the lists. So we'll add software engineer. Can name some name like contact. It could be anything. And email ID mail.com. Okay. So now we have added one entity, that is 20,002. So we can add relationship again by bringing the parent entity over here, or else we can directly add the relationship geographically, graphically also. We'll search the record. Okay, which record? Software engineer record and 20,002. Okay. Search it. Select. We have selected place over. Okay. So what we will do, like we can cross over to this one. If we drag this one, all entries must be of same type. Sorry. From here we can add what is okay. So if you drag over here, it is asking
Okay.
employer. Okay, he is laid off. We can, if our wish, we can add start date, end date. We can add start date and end date. It could be anything.
It will accept old start date as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Everything it will accept. Okay. So now we have added the relationship. If we click fetch many hubs, it display. Okay. See
Okay.
how it is displaying. So in this way, we can add relationships through graphically or else by clicking plus symbol. So here we have added, let's see the relationship table. We'll see one more entry also. Okay.
Yeah. 2002. 20,000.
And the start date and end date is there, right? So you can see at the xref table level, concerned xref table level. You got the point, right?
Yep, yep.
So in this way, the data stewards or business users may do the manual adding relationship or anything, whatever it may be. Even we can break this relationship also. Remove. Do you want to remove this relationship? Yes. Okay. The relationship has been broken. Let's see what has been reflected over here. Half state indicator became -1. So here the record will not get deleted. The relationship breaks by making that record as a inactive record. So that is the reason whenever we create an entity objects, it by default it enables the state management. State management. See here, by default it has been enabled. By default it has been enabled. We haven't done anything. Okay, now you got right.
Yeah.
Uh, so now we have relate like broken the relationship. Now what we can do, we can add again the relationship back. Simply select this. Okay, is manager of. If you want, we can put start date, end date, or else not necessary. Okay, click OK. So now the again relationship will get formed. Okay, the relationship has been formed. If we see at the table level, relationship table level, one more entry created automatically. Let's pin this. Okay, or not sorry, not automatically. Again, that we are changed the state, right? So here the relationship is same relationship, right? That's why again it reverted back to
One.
active state. So if you observe over here, this has been changed. Interaction ID has been uh, added. So why it has been added is like we are making changes, right? So if we are making changes on the same existing record, okay, through manually, or else if you use any third party code, here temporarily it will log that record and make an updation. So why it creates this entry is, suppose I'm working on this particular record, okay, and some other process also wants to work on this particular record. So at that time what it will do, like it logs the record by providing some ID number, and if once it performs the operation, then it releases the record.
Okay.
Okay. So whereas if you see at the xref table level, the difference, one record has been added.
E-
Okay. Why it has been added means we have changed the start date.
Started. Okay.
So that's why it has added. And moreover, this interaction ID has been added. It means that there is a process happened, means the record has been processed with manual intervention. So as I said, that to avoid the logs, it creates one ID and just perform the process. So it updated the extra base object record, but it created an extra entry.
Okay.
Okay, and these are the PK source object. So it's system generated, right? So that's why it has some PK source object values. Okay. This is about in detail about hierarchy manager. Okay. And we have data manager, merge managers are there. Let's see what can we do with data managers. What can we do with merge managers?
For
So
hierarchy, how complex the problem statement comes in real projects?
problem statements, like we don't face any complex problem statements as a developer, but as a data analyst, so they have to design the uh, hierarchies, like business, like people who may have the business knowledge. So the data which coming into their organization, how those are related within this organization, those things they should have some clear understanding. If they provide the hierarchy details, then only we have to uh, like like we have to develop the things. Otherwise, like it will be very tough for us because we don't have that business knowledge, right? So
Yeah.
until unless if you have business knowledge, then so here if you see over here, we have mentioned is manager of those things, right? So
Mm,
these things, like we know how like the employee hierarchy structure, some basic part we know, but we don't know, right, whether this it belongs to a household account. Household account means in a house of particular address, there may be different persons are there, how they are related, and how those persons are related within the organization, those things will be there. And so there is address is there, how what is his address, like permanent address or work address, those relationship will be um, those relations should be configured, that can be defined by our business team. Okay, we'll get the requirements, so they will ask us to add the relationship, home is home address, or is like entity type like household account, those things, like we'll add the sections over here, we'll add the entity type over here, household, or like, so whenever they provide, like we have to add the, sorry, right clock. If they ask add entity type as household, then we'll mark it as a household. We'll simply add this for us, like we don't feel any complex, but getting the business knowledge is very important. Okay, so if we grow as a like tech or architect, okay, at that position we should design the data in such a way that how those are related. So we have to collaborate with the um business team and those things, then only we can define. Otherwise, like it's normal only configuring these things. So if they ask you to create one entity type, like we'll create this entity type, that's it. Automatically it will get reflected under hierarchy manager. So we once we like add the data and those things. So complexity, I can say that what type of data we are dealing. And people in interviews, they shoot questions like, do you have knowledge on hierarchies? Yes, we can say that, but we haven't configured from the scratch. But you can say the relationships, right? Don't say this employee relationships.
mm,
Something like we have party agreement records are there, like party like customer data is there. So we define that whether customer is an account or person. Account means like that record belongs to some organization, and person means that is an individual um, record. So and how these are related. Okay, so account to person, person to account, like those are relationships. And even like the accounts address are there, right? So account address, how those are related is I can say like organization address. So for the account, like we should have organization address, right? So we'll define that is organization address. Those relationship will configure. If it is person, his home address is a relationship. Okay? His home address and those relationship will configure. Those type of relationship we can say to them.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see the data manager section. So select the base object. So we'll select the base object. Let's see we have any package. Yeah, we have put package is there. We don't have display package. That's why we are. It is by default. It is using put package. So we have created package and put package and one base object table. Right. Let's begin administration. Okay. So here we can provide some parameters like to pick the particular records. Okay. Provide the object or name starts with is begins with M. Okay. Ignore case, then finish it shows only the Mahesh records. Okay, search again. Now it is showing all other records. Okay? So let me check here what are all the things we have over here. This data manager section we use for creation of new records and for unmerging of the records. Okay,
Okay.
so here there are some options are there. Here the flag symbol, we can change the consolidation indicator status. Queue for matching, queue for match, set as new. If we click set as new, their consolidation indicator will get changed. Okay. Let's see at the table level what type of data we have. Do we have any consolidation? Yeah. So we have consolidation indicator 4 also is there. So we'll mark it as a like queue for merge. Let's see 80,004. Where is that 80,004? Okay. So this record is there. Okay, this is having consolidation indicator 4. We can change that status to Q for. If we mention Q for matching means that consolidation indicator get changes to 3. Okay. So automatic if you run the process, if you run the table, okay,
Okay.
manually we can intervene and we can change, or else we can mark it as Q for match. Then it will become 2. Okay.
Okay.
So this type of operations they will do. And if you have any history for this record, we can see. Okay. Only one history is there right now. Okay. And if you want to see history for this record, we can see for this base object record how many times it got updated, when and how.
Okay.
Okay. And we can edit the record. So whatever the columns we define in the package, those columns only it will show. And here we have trust symbols are there. So we have configured trust on name and contact. So you can click on this one and we can mark this as a high confidence. So um, this record like the name will be automatically gets highest trust score, and then it only displays. Okay, so we can change the trust scores or customize trust settings. Customer means like we can add the trust like admin, we can improve that, like we can make it as 100. It's like whatever it may be we can do. We can improve the trust scores, and like plus symbol we can add the record upstate indicator 1, and name like Vamshi, and email ID vamshi@mail.com, and contact. Click OK. One record will get added at the back end. Okay.
Okay.
If you see over here, you'll see 10,001 record. Okay.
Okay.
The records gets added like this. And so here one more thing is there. This is set record state. So here we can mark this as an inactive record. So, deleted. Okay. So the hub state indicator becomes -1. That base object hub state indicator. Okay.
Okay.
Vamshi record.
Okay.
So these operations will do. So it has in red colors means this record is soft deleted. See
Okay.
the color change.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can mark it as a active also. So how can we mark it as a active? So this is the corresponding cross reference record, right? So here we'll go and make it as a active.
Okay.
Then again it automatically became active.
Yeah.
Okay. So and if we want to so suppose this record is being contributed, right? Name and this email ID is being contributed. Okay. And even the contact also is being contributed. Okay. And we can soft delete this record. Okay. Let's see what will happen. Deleted. So this record is deleted, right? Still the hub state like still the base object record is in active state because i- if any of the xref record is active, that hub state like parent base object record will be in active state only. Okay.
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 It will
If
be another one.
yeah, it took automatically consider the another one and it calculates the trust backend automatically and assign the values. Okay. If you observe over here, this became the prominent one now.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we go for completely inactive one, then only it gets deactivated here.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if I soft delete this one, okay, so automatically it is taking, right?
Yeah.
If we soft delete this one, it goes for the next one. So this is the one. If we soft delete this one, deleted.
Deleted. Yeah.
Okay. So if I activate this one, you see only one record is being contributed with the contact. Rest are all soft deleted. That's why here we got contact as a null
No.
value.
Yeah.
So if we make any one of the record as a active, then contact that will be replaced over there. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got right. How can we make the changes and those things?
Yep.
And here display the relationship like how these records are displayed. What is lab information? We can make a record in pending state and we can make that any one record promotion pending. So like pending state, why we are not getting is like we haven't enabled that property in the base object enable for promotion. Okay, just leave about that. And here, so let's see now the merge and unmerge process. Okay, if you have any relationship, we can see the relationship. Right now, we don't have any relationship. That's why we cannot able to see that. We can use even the search setup administrator and we go for this relationship package. and you can go for this. It displays. Okay, it displays the relationship, how it is related.
Okay.
So we'll set up administration. Take this one. So now what we will do is like we'll unmatch the records. Okay. So so let me check the child records. So these are the child records. Okay, quickly what we do is we will implement some match and match rules in child table also. Okay. So to I'll explain this merge and unmerge process. Okay. Let me where is our address? Yeah, match and match. Right now I'll go for exact match strategy only. Match columns, match users, match settings. So here we have to enable this. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, here this topic. First, select the match columns. I need city, city. I need 40 FK, zip code, and country. On these columns, I'm implementing one match rule. Okay, and select all the columns. If this gets matched exactly, and make it as an auto and save it. So we have created one match rule set with city, zip, and country party ID columns or exact match. Then the record should get merged. Okay, and here we have to enable this one. Okay, I'll tell you why we have to enable. So here, what is this option is unmerged child when parent unmerges. Okay, if parent record gets splitted means unmerged, so the corresponding child record also has to unmerge. If you enable this option,
Okay.
then only the child records will get unmerged. Otherwise, the child records will not get unmerged. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you. Okay, in unmerged process. Now, what I will do, like I will run the match and match setup on this child table. Mm, 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 mm. Will automate the records. The 20 records are there with address. Like let's see how many gets matched. Accepted as unique. Okay. 4 records got matched.
Okay.
Let's see. What is this? Okay, number of rows per batch of cycle is less. That's why it took like that. Otherwise, like more records will participate. Why I identified like still the consolidation indicator is 4. Means these records are not participated in match process. So we have restricted right here. Per
Mhm.
batch job, it takes only 10 records. So for 10 records only, it has processed. So now I have increased this. Let's see, like, let's run one more time. This time it will pick all the records. The match record, only one is there. Accepted as unique. Right. Okay. Two records, like total 5 records merged into like 20 records. Now it became 15 records. Okay. Let's see which records have highest. 40 FK to okay, here the country is not same. That's why it not got matched. Okay. So that is the reason. Otherwise, rest of the records. We'll see the X-ray. Okay. We'll take the 20,009 and 40,004. 40,009. Okay. Let's see how the records will get unmatched. Go to the batch viewer section. We'll go to the batch viewer section. Now I will show you, okay, how the records gets unmatched. So go to data store section, select the party M, put back as finish. Okay. Now we will see the unmatched section for 20,000. And what is the parent record? Rohit. Yeah, Rohit. Let's see for Rohit record. Yeah, how many Rohits are there? Okay, there are 3 records are there. Okay. So here we have unmerge option is there. Unmerge, tree unmerge. Okay. And show raw record if you have enabled raw table. And here display the complete match history. So if you click this one, how these records got matched, it displays. Okay. What is the source? What is the target? How it got matched? Those things.
Okay.
Okay. So this is hiding pending XREF records. Okay, that's leave about that. And let's see, like here we have two options for that, two color code symbols. Unmerge, tree unmerge. So the difference between unmerge and tree unmerge is unmerge means flat, like it unmerge flatly means. So if here we are selecting only one XREF record, so that associated XREF XREF record will get unmerged. Okay. If you go for tree unmerge, suppose two here three records are contributing, right? Let me explain by using an some Excel sheet. Suppose records are there, A, B, okay, B and C and D. So here what happened? A, B got merged into and survived as A. Now C, D got merged into and survived as C. Now again A and C got merged. So here these two are pointing to this one. These two are pointing to this one. Okay,
Okay.
box it. We will box it like this. Okay, and this one. So these two are contributing, right?
Okay.
I'll merge, and these two are contributing. And for these things, A has been survived. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the tree. So when we unmerge this record, simply unmerge this record comes out from the uh, group. So only A will get unmerged. Okay, A will get unmerged. Still, all the records here. This is the root record. So root record we cannot unmerge the root record. Rest of the records will unmerge. Okay, I'll explain. Okay, this is the root record. Why I said root record means A is the survived one. Okay, A is this alone we cannot unmerge. Okay, completely it cannot be come out. So any rest of the records only will suppose like if I select C, C will come out. Okay? C will come out as an independent one, and this one I'll show you. Copy, paste it somewhere over here. So now what will happen? This will get this came out and this came out. Okay. Still,
D will be presented in the
yeah,
tree.
D is still pointing to A. This
Okay.
will happen.
Okay.
This is with unmerge. This
And
is flat unmerge. We
okay.
have tree unmerges though. So if we unmerge C, okay, if we unmerge C, let me explain with other pictorial representation. If we have unmerged C, right? So what it will do, this entire thing will be come out and survived as an independent one.
Okay.
So these things will happen. So let's see here. So simply if we go to unmerge, what will happen? Let's see. See for this, let me select another one. Here, what are the childs are there? 20,009 and 40,004. Okay, 40,004 is Rehan. Okay, let's select Rehan record. The two records are there. If I click unmerge, so which one I have to select? This one. This is the root record because root record by means the row ID object and the original row ID object both are same. That's
Yeah.
why it is root record. Okay. So here I'll select this one, unmerge. The record will get unmerged automatically. We can see that thing. Why it happened. Cannot unmerge the record. Review the source log for more details. Let's select another record. We are not getting any details here. Mm, let's select this one. Let's try this one. There's something happened. There was a problem while accessing database while communicating with the server. Some database connection issue is occurring. Server logs can't unmatch the records. Data access exceptions can't unmatch. We don't have more details. Data layer, merge layer, unmerged data entry. I leave over this some unknown exceptions. Okay, sometimes we get this not in real time. Okay, this is like a old tool, right? Outdated version we are using. Okay,
Mm.
might be the reason. So there is data access exception. There is nothing other error it is throwing. Just data exception error, access exception. So it cannot able to access the data. So might be back in some Java corruptions might be happened. So that's why it is throwing this error. Okay. In real time, like we'll make sure like everything gets in sync, right, with the latest version. So mostly we don't get these errors. So here the content merge, there is some Java dot null point exception. So whenever we get this type of exceptions without having any logs, what we will do, um, we have configuration section is there, log4j. Here we'll make it as, here we'll make the changes. Okay, here right now we have info is there. If we make it as debug, okay, debug, and they'll ask to change the log as a debug mode. So, and for us here, okay, this is for hub tool, Delos debug. This is for also hub debug, and even this one also, like right now I don't need this. Okay, let's save it. I have saved this. Now let's see, can we capture more logs or not? So let me unmerge this level try. Again, it is throwing same error. Let's see, we have collected more logs right this time.
How many log modes are there, like import, debug, and
Sorry.
how many log modes are there? So, like from
Um,
change
it's
to
a normal only debug, info, trace. Trace is the highest collection of logs. Okay, we don't keep even debug or trace mode also in production environment.
Mhm.
Only for analysis purpose to identify the issues, we'll make it as a debug. Still, we can't able to identify the issue. We'll go for trace that to temporarily only for that particular period of time. Again, we'll revert back to info mode.
Okay.
So here, what error it is not showing anything. Data access layer. This is saying something. Data access issue. This is throwing some unknown exception. Fail to find validation result for the exception. Consider different catch. Fail to find validation result from for X. Still, it didn't show anything. Still, it is showing some unknown error only. It is reading the data, but I can't able to unmerge. There is no solid error statement is there. Okay, leave about that. Like whenever like we can do Mahesh, Rajesh. Let's see, 40,000. Same error it is trying. Content mission exception. Might be some code has been corrupted backend, so it is not allowing us to unmerge the records. Actually, we can. Mm,
Okay, in real projects, like in live projects,
Yeah.
So if we get such errors, which where we can't exactly
So
pinpoint.
we'll raise the Informatica ticket.
Okay.
So let me show you, like, let's connect to another or this CMX. Let's connect.
So in how many days or time they respond? How the resolution
Like
goes?
it depends upon the severity.
Okay.
I'll let me take one employee H. Okay. So employee relationship, employee this object relationship. There are some records are there. Let's see. We have we don't have a setup administration. Yeah, let's see this one original raw area. Okay. Let's unmerge this one. Let's okay. This is an inactive. We'll make it as active. Okay. Let's unmerge this one. Let's try this. Okay. I think at that OS there is something and like issue is there. So um, I think like for that two ORS it might got corrupted. Okay. So here the records will get unmerged. See, the record got unmerged. So like that, like we can, let's see any other base object things like H. If we have data, okay, we have some data. We don't have that enough data. Let me check one more time. I think I have removed that base object. I guess base object address. Okay, we have the data. Base object. No, the data is not there. Okay, I think I have deleted the data. Let's see any other data which we have. Address. Let's see if we have. Do we have any data over here? The two more records are there which contributed. We will see this party address. Let's create one package. Okay. One package we have created. Now go to the data manager section. We'll select the party address H, the package, begin administration, finish, make it as active. Okay. So here this records are there, right? We can simply go for unmerge. Still, I'll make it as active. We can go for unmerge or tree unmerge. Both are same because right now, like we don't have child dependence. That's why. If for both it behaves as the same. So even tree and merge also the record will get unmerged normally. Now those because records become independent. So the entries have been increased. So here like we'll unmerge the record and even so while unmerging also like before unmerging here the records which are contributing how much trust those like we can override the trust. Right now we haven't configured the trust. That's why it is not showing. So here uh, we haven't configured that first. So, okay, let's go to our section only. So here for this one suppose I want to display this one, then I can increase the trust over here.
Okay.
Here this one is there, right? Increase trust score, so high confidence, finish, then this value will be displayed over here. Okay, so like this we can change the trust scores and we can unmatch the records also. So right now it is not showing that. So might be some backend for this ORS it got corrupted. Okay, okay, tomorrow we'll see how the records will get merged. So here we have unmerged, right? Like that, like manually we can add the merge the records. Yes, in merge manager section we'll merge the records.
Okay.
Okay. So here we have increased the trust, right? So it, what is the trust score now? Those things. Now the trust became the 95.
Okay.
We have increased the trust score. Those things, like we can do manipulations, whatever we can.
So this section must be used extensively by data steward, right?
Test data show. We don't test. We never do these things. Okay. But in sometimes people may ask in interviews. That's why, like, how can we increase the trust? Like, so we'll go to the data steward section and we increase the trust override manually. These are the data steward section. Some worst fellows will be there. People who ask in interviews, like they'll ask like these things, like how can we increase the trust?
Okay.
They have something in their mind. They say something, like they ask something. We cannot like increase the trust, right? So we'll configure the trust and systems and pros. Okay,
Right.
there we configure and we'll run the batch process. Automatically the records will get batched. So manually we can increase the trust, and at the data manager section, increase trust score is there. So we can override the trust scores.
And this trust score will be increased or decreased for that particular record, right?
Yes, yes,
On
that
the
particular
source
record.
system.
Yes, yes. So some people may ask. So that's why I'm like giving an overview on this. How can we do this manual override trust scores and those things?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have one question regarding Informatica ticket.
Okay.
So how do we raise the ticket? Like how we
So
contact?
for every project, so whenever we buy a tool with Informatica, we buy a license with Informatica based upon the partnership. So they will provide some support hours to us.
Okay.
So we'll go to support.informatica.com.
Okay.
Yes, support.informatica.com, and we'll log in with the credentials. So the credentials provided by Informatica. So mostly leads will have that credentials. We'll log into that Informatica support.informatica.com website, and there it displays my open tickets, okay, my closed tickets, create new ticket.
Okay.
Okay, remember that, create new ticket, my open tickets, my closed tickets, all open tasks. Those options it will show. So we for us, like we have to create new ticket, right?
Mhm.
We'll check on that creation of ticket, and it asks the details, which project it is. Can there it drop downs, like already we bought license, right? So
Mhm.
it displays our details, the project details, and the tool version, whether it is 10.4 or 10.3 or 10.4 HF2 hotfix 2 or 10.4 hotfix 3.
Mhm.
And once we select the tool version, and then we have to select the issue. Okay,
Okay.
whether it's an error, like what issue. Okay, error description we have to provide. Okay,
Okay.
error description we have to provide, and the all details, we like, in case if we have logs, we'll attach the logs, so that, and we have the priority. If it is production, we can make it as a P1,
Okay.
so that within 15 minutes they will respond.
Okay.
Within 15 minutes they will respond. They won't resolve, but they will respond, and they will collect all the details from us, and they will reply us back as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay, this is, in this way we'll open the Informatica ticket.
Okay.
Just remember whatever the words I have told.
Mhm.
Okay? So in case in interviews, if they ask you like my lead will open, but these are the things we do generally, like that, we have to, like this is recorded session, right?
Mhm.
Go through this recorded session, whatever the words I have told you, just
Yeah.
remember those, and tell to the interviewers.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you.